A teacher in New York decided to honor each of her seniors in high school by telling them the difference they each made. Using a process developed by Hellis Bridges of Del Mar, California, she called each student to the front of the class, one at a time.
First, she told them how the student made a difference to her in the class. Then she presented each of them with a blue ribbon imprinted with gold letters which read, "Who I am makes a difference."
Afterward, the teacher decided to do a class project to see what kind of impact recognition would have on a community. She gave each of the students 3 more ribbons and instructed them to go out and spread this acknowledgement ceremony. Then they were to follow up on the results and see who honored whom and report back to the class in about a week. One of the boys in the class went to a junior executive in a nearby company and honored him for helping him with his career planning. He gave him a blue ribbon and put it on his shirt. Then he gave him 2 extra ribbons and said, "We're doing a class project on recognition and we'd like you to go out, find somebody to honor, give them a blue ribbon, then give them the extra blue ribbon so they can acknowledge a 3rd person to keep this acknowledgement ceremony going. Then please report back to me and tell me what happened."
Later that day, the junior executive went in to see his boss, who had been noted, by the way, as being kind of a grouchy fellow. He sat his boss down and he told him that he deeply admired him for being a creative genius. The boss seemed very surprised. The junior executive asked him if he would accept the gift of the blue ribbon, and he would give him permission to put it on him. His surprised boss said, "Well, sure." The junior executive took the blue ribbon and placed it right on his boss's jacket, above his heart. As he gave him the last extra ribbon, he said, "Would you pass this on by honoring somebody else? The first boy who first gave me the ribbons is doing a project in school, and we want to keep this recognition ceremony going and find out how it affects people."
That night, the boss came home to his 14-year-old son and sat him down. He said, "The most incredible thing happened to me today. I was in my office and one of the junior executives came in and told me he admired me and gave me a blue ribbon for being a creative genius. Then he put the blue ribbon that says, 'Who I am makes a difference,' on my jacket above my heart. He gave me an extra one and asked me to find someone else to honor. As I was driving home tonight, I started thinking about whom I would honor with this ribbon, and I thought about you. I want to honor you."
My days are really hectic, and when I come home, I don't pay a lot of attention to you. Sometimes I scream at you for not getting good enough grades in school, and for your bedroom being a mess. But somehow tonight, I just wanted to sit here and just let you know that you do make a difference to me. Besides your mother, you are the most important person in my life. You're a great kid and I love you.
The startled boy started to sob and sob. He couldn't stop crying. His whole body shook. He looked up at his father and said through his tears, "I was planning on committing suicide tomorrow, Dad, because I didn't think you loved me. Now I don't need to." The boss went back to work a changed man. He was no longer a grouch, but made sure to let all his employees know that they made a difference. The junior exclusive helped several others young people with career planning and never forgot to let them know that they made a difference in his life. One being the boss's son and the young boy and his classmates who learned a valuable lesson: who they are make a difference.
Hi, Miss Hopkins. Would you mind if I borrowed Damien for just a moment?
Sure. Damien, will you go talk to Mr. Blumenthal?
Damien, I called you out of class today because this is something we do with all our 8th graders. We talk to our 8th graders about what we like and enjoy about having them in class and how they make a difference for us. And I wanted you to know that you have made a difference for me being a student in my social studies class. You're a leader in my class. I really appreciate that. You set a good example for others. I appreciate we had that little situation where I accidentally wrote you up instead of someone else, and you handled that perfectly, and you were very polite about it, but you handled yourself well and you advocated for yourself. You're pretty much everything a Waldo student should be, and I wanted you to know that I really appreciate having you in class. So I want to pin this ribbon on you, except Where would you like me to pin this ribbon? Right there. Okay, we're going to pin the ribbon on you. And there we go. Beautiful. And then we also give you a ribbon, and what we would like you to do is choose somebody in your life, probably not at Waldo, probably not a friend, but someone in your life who makes a difference for you, and tell them why they make a difference in your life. And then that one is for you to give to somebody else.
Okay, got that.
Awesome.
Hey cousin, I wanted to thank you for helping me understand my math homework. You helped me a lot with maintaining my A in math, and I wanted to give you this ribbon of just my appreciation because you make a difference in my life.
Oh my god, thanks. It's really not a big deal.
Make sure to tell people that you appreciate them. I want this to spread.
Totally.
You Make a Difference Week is a tradition that has been going on at Waldo for over 15 years. 8th graders, sometime this week you will be approached by a staff member and presented with a ribbon and told why who you are makes a difference. This could happen during a class, in the hallways, or at lunch. You will also be given a second ribbon to give to another person that makes a difference in your life. Try to give it to someone other than another Waldo student. Make sure that you listen to the reasons why you make a difference. You may be asked to reflect on it in one of your classes.